So hello everybody, just a little blast out on the 690 just to give a little bit more of a review on the 15 tooth sprocket. And also, I don't know if you've seen my socials today, the 1290 is back in the garage. I say back in the garage, it's not like it comes up with loads of faults, but the throttle is hanging a little bit around 2000 RPM. It's a ride-by-wire throttle, so you let go of the throttle, it's like, you know, kill power, but it sort of comes down, hangs around 2000 for a second or so, then drops. Does it in idle, but it's worse when you're in gear. So dropped it over to the boys at DMC in Birmingham, but there's no error codes showing. So it's a little bit of old school of taking it apart and having a look. So it was mainly when I went down to London the other week that I was having the issue. It wasn't, you know, sort of like major. You just noticed that the revs were hanging, for want of a better word. Was it shutting off as you'd expect? So I'm in a little bit of a dilemma here. With my 1290. The fact that I've fallen a little bit out of love with it. Now, I've not ridden it that much since having it back. I mean, it only got finished being repaired in November. So I think I rode it twice before then, and the longest ride was a couple of weeks ago down to London, which I did get the book back. You know, I really enjoyed that. But I've considered getting rid of it. Now I say the word considered, but you know, I have looked into it. And primarily what stopped me is the massive devaluation that most KTMs but so, you know, more so the 1290s. So trading it in is not really an option. Well, it is. I just don't want to lose that kind of money for a lot of bike. Can't see a lot out of your wing mirror, mate, with the on the back. So what would you guys do? I know what I'm doing. I've already made my mind what I'm doing. I'm going to keep it unless something massive comes up or I suddenly come into a boatload of money, which is highly unlikely. Then I'm going to keep it because it is a good bike. I know plenty of KTMs. I've had issues in the past. In the 5 years I've owned this bike, I've had very, very few. And I think this throttle related one is something to do when I crashed it. But as it stands, they've looked at the throttle housing because it's ride by wire. That's all good. They've put a new one on. They've tried a new one rather, and it's made no difference. So, and as I said, nothing is showing on the diagnostics. There's no error messages. There's no DTCs. So it's a bit of a weird one. So far they've checked the airbox and vacuum hoses to make sure there's not an issue there that could be potentially holding the revs up. So I'm sure the boys there at DMC will soon find out. Just hopefully not too much of an expensive one. It's even gone through my head, because that's the type of person I am, if the throttle bodies have got an issue, which is highly unlikely, but I've even, you know, I've costed up throttle bodies at like £1,200 for throttle bodies, just in case they've I don't know, they're playing up or what have you. Yeah, it could be a multitude of things. But I should keep you informed. I'm just keeping an eye on the fuel, because it's been a while since I've been out the 690 and I haven't got a clue how much fuel's left in it. So far no light, so I've just decided to pop out, actually give a little bit more of a review on the 15 tooth sprocket, which is very, very good. I'm liking it. But as I was saying, just going to pop to the piston club right here. Maybe a few cars and bikes in here today, means the weather's okay. Was forecast to tip it down earlier. So really it's not much of a review on the 15 tooth sprocket, is it really? Apart from, yeah, I'm happy with it. That compared to the tune, the open DNA filter, which I've barked on about so many times before, they're the things you need to do with a Euro 5 690. Said it before, say it again, and I will say it even more so. So let me know your thoughts, stick your comments down below. What would you do with the 1290? Would you keep it? Would you let it go? But if you let it go, you're going to get rubbish money for it. Or would you just keep it? Like I said, I already know I'm going to keep it. Oh, they're going to crackle out of that. I know one thing for sure, this 690 isn't going anywhere. Yes, come on. Lane drivers, absolute arseholes. You're arseholes. But as always folks, thank you for stopping by, thank you for watching. If you would be so kind to do all the usual YouTube stuff, like and subscribe and all the other bits and bobs, I would really appreciate that. And again, please give us a comment down below on what you think. would you do?
Entering average speed check.
Thanks for that.